Well, hello everybody. This is Fragger here from Achievement Hunter, here to start off the first of 5 guides in Man vs. Wild, the game. I almost can't even say that with a straight face. We are going to be going for all the collectibles in this game. Specifically, they are animals of interest, bullshit, and collectibles. I mean by like just shit that's in that area. Like in this one specifically, we're getting Gold Rush era trash. But each one has like a recycling achievement, which is weird, and then something else that's random, and one that's animals of interest. But we're going to be going for all of them in order. But the first thing that you're going to want to pay attention to is where you land. Now, what I do here is I kind of did a little bit of the tricks, but as soon as I get to the fourth set, I'm just like, okay, I'm going to hold off, and it says deploy parachute. As soon as it says deploy parachute, pull it, and you're going to land at the best possible spot, not in a tree. You could actually end up being a little closer or a little farther away. If you're farther away, you're okay. If you're closer, you may have to double back a bit to get these first two collectibles. Now, the first one's, of course, at that fork in the road. You just grab on the left-hand side, take any fork, you get the second one. After you climb up the first set of climbable walls, you're going to see this elk. Is it an elk? No, actually, sorry. It's a big-horned ram, which is named for its big horns. Thank you, bear. But after you get up the second set, you're going to bump into your very first rattlesnake. Now I'm going to show you something special about this rattlesnake a little later on in the video, but there's a ton of them in the game, so don't worry. Now once you get to the vista, you get to slide down a hill, and then you get to this fork in the road with sliding. Take the right-hand side, and you can get these flowers, because if you drop where I told you to drop, you're not going to bump into flowers earlier, so you get bumping into them here. Also, you want to take this side because there's water, and at this point, you're probably running pretty empty on water, because you lose a lot of water climbing up this mountain. So there you go. First of our 4 rare flowers. Now, as soon as you get to the campsite, you'll kind of know because a lot of these icons, and there's an elk, which is going to be our third one of these animals of interest. Now, I'll show you how to get the elk a second time, and I think there's a wolf can count too for one of these 4. There's about 6 animals that technically can count, but it's weird. I don't know. But this is where we're going to get the third Gold Rush. As soon as I kind of figure that out, I'm like, well, might as well take this rock, but I might as well leave. Holy shit, it's a barrel! So we are going to use the barrel now. And after the bear rudely wakens us up awake, go to the middle set of jumping stones. You can actually do this another way. I'll talk about it in a second, but just kind of follow the path you can take on the set, and then bam, you're going to find this dynamite stick. Now, you could go another way, I guess, and then go up the slope here to where those rocks are and get it that way, but why? Just do it the way I showed. And then you can get the mining pan. Also, there's some much-needed water as well. Now, you're going to be going to a second campsite, and you're going to be attacked by, hold on a second here, a puma. Now, this puma is my 4th animal of interest. I can actually show you where there's a wolf. It's a little bit later on the video, which could be your 4th, but for me, this was mine, so hooray. Now, continue to the right of the puma, and we're going to get our next Gold Rush era trash. Because if nothing says surviving in the wilderness like recycling. Awkward silence. So, we're going to find some rafters, which are just laying around. And we're going to sprint to the other side of the campsite. And there's a flower. I'm going to kind of tell you where it is. You can see I'm going to run past it about there. It's on the right-hand side. You can barely see it there. We're going to highlight here in a second, but you can very easily get it from where I just was. But other than throwing rocks at squirrels, no joke, that's a mini game. We are going to instead grab a box of dynamite sticks. Now, back from the middle of the campsite from where we fought the puma is these flowers, or you could just turn around from those dynamite sticks, which are over there in the foreground, and get those flowers. Now, after you vault over a bear, which is your second bear counter, you can see there's the wolf over there to the left. I could have just run at him a little bit more and gotten another animal of interest, but just keep going straight in this direction, and you're going to bump into the final Gold Rush era trash. And if you keep on going, there's another elk. I don't know if it'll count, but that's the other place you can get an elk, so keep that in mind. There we go. There's our 9th trash, and you'll see here the achievements are a little out of order because I had an issue where, I think I should mention this now, you have to collect all of one type, so you have to get all the Gold Rush era in one playthrough, or you have to get them all over again. I did not know that. I found that out doing this. Now, once it starts to rain, it'll happen a little bit after that second bear counter. You'll pretty much run right into these yellow flowers. So there you go. There's 3 out of 4. And now after you go through the rapids, hope you won't be as damaged as I was, you'll get your 4th, and then Shazam, you will have your 3rd and final collectible achievement. You can see there's my 2nd, but unfortunate. Now, when you're fighting a snake, I want to show you this to you guys. If you kill him, like you fully kill him, it says finish him, you finish it, you get a piece of snake skin, you use it, and what does Bear do? He decides to take a piss in it, and now you have a canteen filled with urine that you can drink whenever you damn well please. That's going to do us here for Achievement Hunter. Visit us again for more stories of guys taking a piss in things.